Okay. Hey guys, For Them here, and as you guys can tell, this is a completely different new kind of thing that I'm doing. It's a new video, and as you can tell by the title, this is the science experiment for my school. So let's just get started. So as you guys know, that there's a massive amount of human beings in this world. I mean, obviously, as human beings and as actually living things, you need water to survive. That's one of the millions of things that you need. Not only human beings drink water for a living, there are so many things. Animals, plants, bacteria, ants, which is part of animals, why did I say that? So to investigate, I have decided to grab these materials. Human, like Earth's population in human beings, and a type of bacteria. It can be anything, but I specifically searched for E. coli, the bacteria, and we're going to compare them and see which one grows faster, which one has been longer. Okay, so I'm going to investigate and make a little graph for you guys. Okay, so what you need is a population data for Earth, as in human beings, a population data for any kind of bacteria. I did E. coli, because why not? Graph paper, pencil, and a ruler. Sorry, teachers, I used it on the computer because it was faster that way and I didn't have some time. Sorry. Okay, so I did two different graphs. Okay, they're over here. So, here is the human growth. I call it, it's on Earth, the human growth. As you can see, that starting from the very beginning, right there, from 2000 actually. Yeah, sorry. Actually, this is from 2000 to 2014. As you can see that the human growth obviously, has started in the 6.1 region, 6.1 billion people in the world. And then as it grew, and went to 2001 was 6.2 billion, 2003 was 6.2 billion again, 6.4 was 2004 was actually stated as 6.4 billion. And it jumped straight to 7 billion when it reached 2012 hit-ish. Now there is the bacteria growth, which is slightly overhand. Instead of that going somewhat of a straight line bacteria, it just goes up, down, sad, down, like our feelings. In around 2000, there was at least, God, I didn't label it. Okay, this is year. I don't know why the labels didn't show. I did it, I'm sure I did it. So this is years, and this is, I guess, how fast they were going per minute. So they were going 50 bacteria cells per minute. It was just growing and growing and growing. By the time 2004 came, there was 500 growing at a time. No, by the time 2005 came, it went back down and went somewhat a straight line into 2008. 2008 to 9 went straight up into the 800. And by the time 2012 came, it actually reached higher than 800. Sorry, this is 700, like 90s or something. But then in the years 2012, 800 was just reached, and this is bad. Bacteria gives viruses and all that, which is terribly worse. And in 2014, there was already 950 in general. So let's compare them. As I said, 6.1 billion people in the entire world by 2001 to 2002. But here, there was actually 50 bacteria in total for the first minute. And as it started growing, staying with the human population, until 2004, there was already 6.4 billion people with 500 bacteria growing per minute. That was a lot for a lot of people, and I actually researched this. A lot of scientists and doctors spent their time finding cures just for 500 per minute, which I have no idea how much in total was that back then. And all the way down to 2010 and 11, there was a huge, massive amount, both in human and bacteria growth. They started off from 2010. Now we were around 6.9 billion people on Earth. And here as well, there was 700 to 800,000 bacteria cells growing per minute. And so far since this is 2014, the human growth and the bacteria growth, as estimated, will continue growing and falling. Okay, let's answer some questions that came from this little sheet of paper from my science textbook. Describe the shape of the curve of the Earth's population. There's nothing. It's just a straight line, just little bumps and curves. From 6, it goes up and it goes in a straight line. Then goes back up and the population keeps on growing and staying and growing and staying. Which means that this never decreases by a lot. Next question. Describe the shape of the curve for the bacteria. Oh my god. There's been a lot of ups and downs for bacteria growth, because apparently, as we humans that are smart and dumb at the same time, we found when they were growing, the bacteria was growing, we finally noticed throughout the 2004s. Then we found a cure that slightly helped until 2005 and 6. And then until 2008, we couldn't find anything. It went up and down and up and down, finding itself growing. So bacteria growth, what I can describe is that it just continues to grow. Sometimes it grows weaker as we get immune to it, but then it finds stronger ways to attack us or hurt us. Question 4C. How are the shapes similar? The only common things are that they both increase. They both go up. The bacteria growth does go down sometimes, and then it goes up and down and up and down. Not the human growth though, not very much. It just continues going up. But that's the only difference, and that's the only similar things together, that they both just increase. During what years did most of Earth's population growth happen? 2005 or 6 to 2010 or 11. As you can see here, there is just a little up and same. Just a little up and same. Same with the very top at 2011, 10-11 to 2013-14. Just a little up and just continuing on just a bit for now. Yet until 2005 to 2010 or 11 again, it just kept on growing. Oh, this is a paragraph now. The bacterial population data that you were given was for bacteria that were allowed to grow in a test tube. Eventually the population will die off because they will use up all of the nutrients in the test tube. Suppose that the Earth is our test tube. As a class, discuss how a limited supply of water would affect the growth of humans' population. The limited water is actually affecting us a lot. As you can see, California, for example, I mean, a lot of it, there was so much water in that one specific area. And by that time, I want to show you the picture, I can't see it. By that time, I think it was 2014, all the water's gone, it's just a little bit of it. And I'm going to tell you, as I said at the very beginning of this video, water is a big problem. Water is something that we need. We can't just keep on drinking milk and soda and etiquette. But we need water as a thing, because 70% of our body is made up of water. So just imagine taking 70% of your body away from your soul. You're screwed. Hope you guys enjoyed this. If you actually did and you guys learned something, leave this video a like. And for all my teachers, here it is. That's my first lab, and I'm actually going to do a second one with the actual test tubes and iodine and cornstarch. But anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this, and I'll see you guys all in the next lab thingy.
So tonight we are losing this fight. Oh, help out. So tonight is no one on our side who's gonna help out.